Hi guys, I am Biswajit. I have 14 years of IT services and product development experience. I started my career as a Java developer and moved through various positions. I have been working in various roles like Scrum Master, Project Manager, and Program Manager. I understand the transition between a team lead to Scrum Master, a project manager's transition to program manager. I would be talking about Agile, Scrum, Safe Agile implementation, test management, project management, and program management in my videos. Today we are going to discuss about the 10 essential skills of Scrum Masters. This is going to be a very good session on the Scrum Masters because if you are new to the Scrum Master position or you are trying to get into a Scrum Master position, this will be the best uh, advice or best parameters that you can get for being a Scrum. So first thing is what we need to know about facilitating the things, facilitating the meetings, sprint planning, daily stand-up, sprint demo, sprint retrospective. But other than that, facilitating as such any kind of meeting that is going to happen in between the team members, the product owner, the stakeholders, any kind of meeting that you are going to facilitate as a part of your Scrum uh, uh, day-to-day activities, and while providing the facilitation of meetings, you are going to simplify it for them, write the agenda on the particular meeting that is going to take up, and you need to start the uh, process. You need to talk with them, you need to guide them, and you need to end or take notes on the meetings and provide it to all of them. Going to the next thing, protect the team from external interference. So development team is one entity. Scrum Master should remove their barriers, keep them on track. All this stuff is there. But how to stop them from getting disturbed by others? Somebody is coming and asking for some details. That can you take that up? And you as a Scrum Master, we should take it up and give it to the person who is asking for the uh, details. Complexity you need to remove so that the team can be working on simple tasks. Like when we are talking about product owner, also product owner is giving a user story. That user story should be task oriented. They shouldn't get confused who is going to do what, who is going to do the development, who is going to write the unit test cases, whether the same person or the different person. All this stuff should be referred and identified by Scrum Master. Any kind of distraction should be avoided, and this needs to be taken care by Scrum Master. Conflict resolution is one of the biggest traits of Scrum Master. If you can't do it, you cannot proceed on. So any kind of conflict, there will be always conflict. Who is doing what? Who is getting delayed, and all this stuff. We should have a negotiation and flexibility of negotiation, and how we will be flexible and persistence. We need to talk with people. We need this thing on this time. Okay, why you will not be able to give? What is the issue? Can we have something help from other people, or can we have a helping hand from other team if it is required, like when you are doing a front end development or middle layer development, you need the help from database queries, and do we have a special person who can work on the database queries faster than the backend developer or the middle layer developer? So those things we need to check. We should be scrum master always should be capable of uh, identifying the estimation process, getting the estimation done properly, and having the team capability finalized. Team capability for that particular 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks of sprint, how much capability is there, whether there is a holiday, whether there is a sharing of resources are there, whether you know these things, how to identify these things, how many man hours we are going to produce, all this stuff we should know. You are the coach. Scrum master is the coach for everybody, not only development team, but uh, for the product owner as well as the stakeholders. Scrum master should coach the team members by building organic self-organizing, how tracking the project, implementing simple methodology rules, creating project vision, showing it to the people what vision we are looking forward to. Team composition he should understand, and then only he can practice or coach agile to these people. And you need to also take care of, starting from the CEO level to VP to account heads, everybody should be looking forward to looking up to you on the agile practices. So this is very very important. You should be one of the biggest traits. You should know agile in and out, you should know scrum in and out, and you should be able to guide people. Moving ahead, enforcement of rules. I identify a rule, I don't work on that, this is not going to work with the team. Team sees how you are behaving, how you are implementing the rule. Are you going to stick on that rule? Are you going to have the best practices included? Are you going to listen to the people who identified as the rule makers, and then implement it properly? So all these things you need to be part of. You need to be part of the team who makes the rule and who adheres the rule. So enforcement of rules are really really necessary and important. Rapid decision making with capability of negotiation. Why you should be able to do rapid decision? Because you should be able to tell people what is this thing going to be, how is this going to be. How you will be able to tell when you know what kind of decision needs to be happening there. You might be a new scrum master, but later on in the one or two cycle of the scrum master handling scrum master position handling, you will be able to come to know about how fast you can take the decisions. And the decision making comes with the negotiation skills. The more you negotiate on the things, and the more you can give the decisions faster, that will really help the team and the product owner as well as the stakeholders. Removing impediments, this is the part everybody will tell. Whenever scrum master comes for an interview, everybody will, what you are going to do? I am going to do stop the impediments to disturb the team. See, impediments are the hindrance for successful delivery of scrum or agile process. So we need to stop it, and this is where the scrum masters skills, the negotiation skills, the discussing skills, the communication skills, the listening skills come into picture. communication process establishment between team, product owner, and stakeholder. So communication is very important when we are talking about the agile scrum development. Scrum master implement scrum master helping the team to implement the scrum or agile. So communication, who is going to do what, how somebody will raise the concern, where they will raise the concern, the process of it. In retrospective, what was the agenda, what what is it got identified, whether those things has been communicated to all the stakeholders after doing the sprint retrospective. When we are going for sprint demo, what happened there, what are the comments came, whether those comments has been communicated to the tester, to the developers, basically the development team, and that should be identified again. Okay, these things has happened in the meeting and this is a minutes of meeting should be identified by product owner and other stakeholders. So this is everybody talks about servant leader. What do you mean by servant leader? Servant leader is nothing but a leader who gets gets the hands dirty with the team. So he needs to sit with the team. If team is sitting late, you can go ahead and talk with them how we can improve that. So you are there with the team on the ground. You need to be there with the team when they are telling that I need this particular thing to start testing. So you need to handle it. So whether the system environment is ready or not, so you go ahead and identified, whether the system has not been identified, whether the server has not been set up, whether the CI CD part has not been implemented. So all this stuff you should know on the ground level so that you can be a servant leader. Leader can be of any type, but when you want to be a servant leader, you need to be there on the ground. So these total 10 rules, if we can follow, then we can become a good scrum master. Thank you.